Hi again, and welcome to Doing Life with Itzy on a Bitsy Budget. Today we are going to use the buttermilk that we had left over when we made butter on a previous video and fry a green tomato. So let's go in the kitchen and get started. Okay, so let's get started on frying a green tomato. My neighbor gave me one that is kind of at the end of its life, but I think we still cut around that and still use it. I'll fry it up. It's very good. We're going to use the buttermilk from our butter we made. We're going to also use, you need like cornmeal mix. It's like a flour. You can get that at any grocery store. Also, you need, I use a iron skillet. I keep these in my stove and or oven, I guess. And I also recycle my grease. So over here I have bacon grease that I use a lot. And in here I have regular grease. Sometimes you got to add a little bit to it. Mine just has like a grease strainer. I'll just put it over here. You'll see. This is not very... That's enough for what we're going to do today because it's just one tomato. I'll put that over here. Let me get a cutting board out. I'll show you how I cut it up. A lot of people slice these when they make them. I like to do it in chunks. That's just the way I was taught to do it. And they're easier to cook. Grab a knife. So I'm just going to cut off this bad part. And like I said, a lot of people will just, get a little more of that. I don't like that brown in there. A lot of people will just slice them to fry them. But it takes longer, and I always have had a big family, so I did it the fast, easy way. I cut it in a slice that's kind of thick, so I'll probably get 4 or 5 slices out of here. And then I just do it down in half, kind of come across here like this. And that's a good, they're about bite size, I'd say. This being a little crooked, no problem. I'll just do this side like this, and then do these a little bigger. And even small, it's all right. So what you want to do is you want to cut up your tomato, and you may have, 4 or 5 you're doing at one time, which is fine. You want to get that grease, let me wash my hands. You want to get that grease good and hot. So we'll turn that on. Make sure I got the right burner on. Let me get that good and hot. Now we'll start preparing it. I had salt and pepper mine. And let me grab a spoon. I can just get one. Kind of stir that up in there. Then you're just going to get a little bit of this buttermilk. Let me get a little measuring thing so you'll know about how much to put in. This is 1/4 of a cup, and this is only 1 tomato. So really, I'll probably put about half of that in. But just a few tablespoons, really. Then just mix that up a little bit. Get it all wet. And pour your cornmeal. If you can find cornmeal flour, you can use that. Or you can use this cornmeal. This one says buttermilk. Really, any of them work. Get that on there good. So you can see before I stir it, I just pile it on top. And I just start making sure it all gets covered. Now, if you want it a little thicker, all you have to do is get a little more buttermilk. Put it in there, stir it up, and it'll recoat it again, just like you would fried chicken. This is how I fry chicken, too. So now that I've got it all good and covered, I'll just come over here. Make sure that's hot, which it's not. It's going to be a minute before that gets hot. And I'll get another spoon with holes in it. we're still letting this get, it takes a couple of minutes to get that good and warm. This should hold it all. I'll just put it right on here and then we're done. While this is getting hot, I'll let you take a break and then I'll come back to it. Okay, I think it's just about right. I'll put a couple pieces in here and you can see it's starting to fry it up good. So then I just lift these and I put them in individually. Kind of drop them in, just like you would if you were frying chicken. And it only takes a minute to do these. And they are really good. Now you're going to want to salt them right when you get them out of here. Because they're good with a little extra salt on them, I think. But again, that's up to you. And this could be a lunch. Somebody wants to give you some not quite ripe tomatoes, always take them. If you're not used to eating these, a lot of people in the South eat them and they are delicious. And you can slice them. That's the traditional way. It's just faster to do it in these chunks. And that's why I've done it. Now you want to stir them a little bit. Let me move this. You want to stir them just a little bit, but not too much because you don't want all the breading stuff to come off. Here, I'll get this. As soon as they get good and brown. Now, I like mine a little bit more brown than not. I'll show you how I like it. It just takes a second. And really, the greener the tomato, the better it is. This one was a little bit light, but if you're in the grocery store and they've got them, just pick some up. Like this one's getting about right here. I'll let it cook on that other side and turn these over a little bit. Let them sit here. These off. That one. Like I said, when they're good and crunchy, oh, they're so good. It tastes just perfect. All right, that's about it. And we're done. So literally, it just takes a minute or so. Then just get it, scoop them out where you don't have all that grease. Now, while you're thinking about this, a lot of people think you can't use cast iron on a ceramic top stove, but you can. You just got to be careful that you don't scratch it around. But I use mine all the time, and I haven't ever had a problem with it. I just move that over and let it start cooling, and then I'll save that grease. So while they're hot, I'll go ahead and put some more salt on them. And that's it. As soon as they get cool, you can eat them up. I hope you enjoyed this video and try these fried green tomatoes. They're very good. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time.